Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on Chasing Atlanta. All right, girl. The fashions. I'm gonna say this. Kendra was cute. I don't like the way she was sitting. For some reason, the way she was sitting was driving me crazy. I thought that Drew, because they posted the pictures online. Drew, baby, let me tell you something. Girl, I don't know if Drew hired a professional makeup artist, but Drew, this is the best I have ever seen Drew look. Drew looked nice. I would probably say Drew and her wig was together, her outfit was cute. Drew and what's her name? Willa. They probably looked the best. The men, on the other hand, this is the thing. I get that I'm gonna say this much. Dominique probably was the best dressed. Dominique has a cute style. Dominique, even though it's not my style, I wouldn't wear nothing that Dominique wears. I think that Dominique always look put together. Dominique, I could see being like a fashion stylist. He really be putting some pieces together. I thought Dominique probably looked the best. Troy didn't look bad. Wayne, it was different for him. I've never seen Wayne with what he had on before, so it was different. Rico was giving very much, beatboxing 1980s tease. Ike, Array, whatever his name is, I don't know what he go by. Girl, he was giving very much crop top blazer, right? Cameron, it looked like everybody had on women's clothes. Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Because I got a couple of women's, tops in the room, right? They look like they would look like they came out of the men's section, but it looked like everybody had on women's clothing. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Cameron had on this oversized suit that I thought was kind of cute. Nobody just looked bad. Now, girl, Oliver Twix looked a damn mess. Girl, when I tell you, I said, girl, what do she got on? And girl, that wig, she kept sitting there and doing this. I'm like, Oliver, girl, it's not giving what it was supposed to give. Like, I tried my hardest. I really did. Because at first I was like, okay, girl, maybe it's just not, that's not, again, I won't wear nothing that nobody on the stage had on, right? But I try to step outside of myself to look, like I say, like I think the way that Dominique dresses is fly as hell. Even though that's not how I would dress, I can still appreciate his fashions, right? And I was trying to look at Oliver like, okay, girl, I think I get what she's going for. But then I was like, I think I was trying to make myself like it. And I just didn't like it. I thought Oliver looked a complete fool. Everything about Oliver looked a fool to me. I didn't understand nothing that she had going on. Nothing. Aaron, girl, I mean, he was there. Rico with a K, he looked like a straight boy, right? Who else? That was pretty much it, right? Wayne, Rico Cassadine, Troy, Willa, Dominique, Oliver, Cameron, Kendra, what's her face? Ike, and Aaron. Nobody just looked horrible except for Oliver. But Oliver can't never dress though. That's the thing. And Oliver, I will give Oliver this much. Oliver has said before that he's not the fashion girl. He's not into clothes. He don't care about clothes. But girl, it's almost like when you know somebody is trying, like he tried. That's the thing. Girl, let's go on. The audio was not the best. Okay? The audio was not the best. I was a little disappointed, but it's okay. This is not Bravo. This is not VH1. The girls only can do what they can do. So, it wasn't the best, but it's okay. But I have to point out that the audio was an issue. Kim, Troy, and Dominique. Did he receive an invite, or was he a guest? Was it a networking event or a mixer? Girl, they all got love for each other. I really didn't care about that part. Basically, that event that I think Troy and Dominique threw. I think Cameron was saying that he didn't get an invite, or I think he got an invite at the end. I don't know. I didn't care about that. That wasn't nothing important to me. The spa day, girl, it was 50-50. Basically, Jay and Oliver. Jay says it was 50-50, but then I thought he said that Oliver, I guess, I don't know, child. We're just going to say it was 50-50. I'm going to go ahead and say either Jay is a liar. Oh, girl! I said, girl, Jay. Jay was not making no sense. And it didn't make it no better when Cameron pulled out those receipts. Jay was in his feelings for whatever reason. And he tried to reduce their situation down to just being friends with benefits, right? But the truth of the matter is, even if y'all were not friends, you were friendly, and you hung out, and y'all knew each other. On top of y'all fucking each other. Or whoever was, I don't know who's fucking with you. On top of Jay fucking Cameron, okay? So no, y'all probably were not friends. Jay, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, tried to make it seem as though, girl, he didn't have anything to do with Cameron except for what happened in the bedroom. But based off of those text messages from 2018, honey, y'all been hanging out inside the bedroom and outside the bedroom, okay? I knew that Jay was lying because Cameron had already said, and yes, I was believing Cameron. Cameron had already said that they had hung out before, right? And this was before it was even revealed that they were having sex. Jay tried to make it seem as though he was upset because he thought that when Cameron sent that message in the flowers, that it was going to be some shade towards him, like for some TV stuff. He got upset because he didn't want the other people thinking that he knew about the flowers and the message being shady. I guess because the flowers and the message were already there when everybody arrived. Why would they just pin it on you and not on Oliver? Because I think most people thought that was Oliver's event anyways. But even if that was the case, it still wouldn't make sense for Jay to blow up the way that he blew up, because from what I recall, Jay was the only one that was going off. Everybody else was just sitting there like, girl, what the fuck is going on? You see what I'm saying? So the way he blew up, like in defense of the other people getting mad, the gag is I don't remember anybody getting upset except for Jay. I could see if you got upset after somebody got upset, and then you could have used, you ruined my event, right? I was trying to have something nice, and you sent this message, and you made my guest feel a certain way. That's the way that Jay not really that smart, because that's how Jay should have went about it. He got upset, and he was the only person that was pissed off. The people that the message was intended for wasn't even pissed off. Again, if Jay would have played his cards right, if he wanted to have a moment, because I think that's what he was looking for, and the moment backfired, he should have waited to see if Troy, or I think Dominique, or whoever would have gotten pissed off. then he could have took that moment and got pissed off. And then, right, Cameron, you ruined my event. I invited these people to my event, right? And now you have them feeling some type of way, and it pissed me off. Because this was supposed to be a day of relaxation and people X, Y, and Z. But he couldn't even say that either because truth of the matter is Cameron had already told him that that the message was coming. I think Jay just wanted a moment. Sorry. About the whole storyline. I'm glad Willa said this. We all call people for filming purposes. Like, even if Cameron did hit Jay up and was like, hey girl, let's get together and film like, the way Jay tried to, this is the way that the girls try to paint it on the show. You using me for a storyline. Girl, it's one fucking scene. It's one fucking scene out of 12 episodes. So even if Cameron did hit Jay up, and I think he did, right, about filming a scene together, girl, it's a scene out of a whole hour and 30-minute episode. Out of 12 episodes spread across the season. Is that really a storyline or just a scene? And the truth of the matter is, I hate to break it down for the girls in the back, y'all are an ensemble cast. Your storylines are going to twist and turn and intertwine, okay? Y'all acting like y'all got y'all own solo show. All y'all are, it's an ensemble cast for a reason. Everybody's using everybody for a storyline, okay? Yes, I understand sometimes people have their own individual, personal storylines going on. But sometimes, girl, if the mess is popping off in the show, a person ain't even got to have their own individual storyline, right? We've seen that happen on, we've seen that happen on like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Erica Jane last season, bitch, that was a storyline. Didn't nobody else have shit going on? The whole focus was on Erica Jane. Anyways, I'm getting off subject. Dominique and Kendra. This is the thing I don't like about Dominique. So, I think Dominique apologized, and Kendra was basically like Neverland. I guess that's girl gay lingo. I don't know, child. She says Neverland. I don't know what that means. Okay? And then she sat there, Dominique, and then he got mad. And then he was like, they on that BS. I was the only one that showed up to her event. Yes, Dominique, this is the thing, right? We're now talking about what happened throughout the season. Kendra has every right, because they say you go through this stuff three times. You go through it in the time that it happens on the show, then you go through it when you watch the show, and then you got to go through it again because now we got to rehash the shit and talk about the shit and now I got to talk about the shit you said about me in a confessional, right? So we go through this shit 3 times. I get why Kendra probably felt some type of way, because it's like, girl, you supposed to be my sister, and you talking about my dried up wigs, whatever Dominique said. And now you mad at Kendra because Kendra has a reaction to what the fuck you said about her. And now you want to pop off and have an attitude. How the fuck that work? Girl, what? See, now that's what I'm talking about. No, we're not talking about shit. You talked about her. And then in response, well, I guess when she found out, is that when she made the diss record that she said she didn't even finish because she got too much love for Dominique? Dominique looked like a fool. Dominique and Wayne get into it, bitch. When I tell you, they could have ended the reunion. They could have ended the reunion right there and then. When Wayne told Dominique, you worried about the wrong thing, and that's why Anthony's gone, bitch. When I tell you, everybody's face on the stage cracked. I think the only person that didn't look a certain way was Willa. Everybody else, bitch, from Rico with a K. I think Rico Cassadine, Oliver. I think Cameron, Kendra. I think everybody else's face was cracked. Bitch, including mine. Now, I hate when people pull the man card, right? I hate when people pull the man card. But one thing I have realized, and it's as low as basic and tied and through as it is, if you want to get under somebody's skin, like you can't get under my skin using a man card, because I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm just gonna look at you like, bitch, you look dumb. Right? But Dominique, is as trifling as it may sound, if you want to get under Dominique's skin because you know that he held his relationship close to his heart, pull the man card on Dominique, and girl, his whole goddamn everything gonna come falling down. Because after Wayne said that, bitch, I think Dominique was so shocked that Dominique couldn't even. Dominique started talking about the boy Boots. Girl, what? That's the best you got? That's the best you got, Dominique? This boy got you so fucking discombobulated. Bitch, you talking to this nigga done rock your whole world because he brought up your ex-man. And all you could do is respond to talk about his boots. That's how I knew Dominique didn't know that shit was coming. You got on boots because I got on boots. Girl, what? Girl, he done fucked you up, Dominique. You wasn't expecting. I don't think nobody was expecting him to say that. Anyways, girl, when Rico told Dominique, when I tell you Rico and Wayne was eating Dominique ass up, girl, when Rico told Dominique, go give a Jerry curl to a poochie, please. When I tell you, bitch. Bitch, when I tell you I was screaming. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. But that was turning her ass up. Wayne, I've been said this. As much as I love Wayne, I think I said in season 3. Was it season 3? Or was it last year? Probably season 3 and season 4. Wayne is not a good manager. I'm sorry. He's not. I was confused because I think it was last year Wayne actually said that he was not going to be Kendra's manager anymore because she needed somebody else to take her like to the next level. That shit was on the show. And I was like, thank God Wayne has enough self-awareness to realize that he can't take Kendra to where you got her to this point. Now it's time for Kendra to move on and get with someone else who can take her to the next level. Wayne is not a good manager. I think Wayne is actually a horrible manager. I think that he's probably a great friend. I think that he's probably a great ally to the trans community. But I think as a manager, I think he's absolutely fucking horrible. And there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That whole stuff with him and Oliver and the dates and him not answering the text messages and, well, you got her number. What the fuck I need to text her for? You the manager. I mean, I did, but I shouldn't have to. Wayne is not a good manager. He looked like a plum goddamn fool on that stage. I knew from the get-go that Oliver was not lying. And then when he said it in concrete and started reading the text messages, I said, oh, it's a wrap. And then you got Wayne over there sitting. Yeah, girl, you look a fool. Sorry. We love Wayne to pieces. Everybody is not meant to do every job. And management is not for Wayne. Maybe stuff has fallen to the wayside because he's too focused on his own career. Maybe. Oliver, they start talking about the like Oliver being messy and asking messy questions. I was happy. You know, the truth of the matter is Oliver is very messy. He asks the questions, but again, this is a reality show. Somebody got to get the ball rolling. I'm glad that Willa wasn't afraid to basically call Oliver out on his shit, but Oliver was 100% correct. It don't fucking matter what I ask, right? Because I've been in situations where I could have gotten maced. I've been in situations where I've gotten things thrown at me. I didn't physically fight back. So it's up to you how you handle it. That's the truth. That is the truth. That is the God honest truth. It don't matter what the fuck Oliver asks or what game we ask or what a messy question is being asked. Bitch, you're a grown ass woman or a grown ass man. Y'all are responsible for your own actions. Willa and Wayne. I saw people online saying that Willa was doing too much. Let me say this. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. This is. Can I say something? Because I think even Willa said this too. Like, I can't remember when they had the whole kumbaya moment before when they were when they were at the cabin, and Willa basically was saying that she can't expect to be treated like a woman when she's riling up like a man. I think for some reason people have this thing like when it comes to like trans women, like if they start to get loud or if confrontation happens, they automatically start pulling the you need to act like a woman. Well, the truth of the matter is, girl, no tea, no shade. Girl, the women ain't even girl. The biological women ain't even girl. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, girl. The cisgender women ain't even girl. Y'all ain't seen Portia now. Y'all go up for Portia. Y'all go up for Monique. Y'all go up for the girls on Love and Hip Hop when they throwing bottles and pulling wigs out. But now all of a sudden, girl, Willa need to act like a woman. She too aggressive. She ain't no more aggressive than the other bitches on TV. All right. Willa was basically talking about her and Wayne had just talked about whatever issue they needed to talk about the day before. So when they got to Ike's house and the stuff came up, she felt like they were not being fair. Everybody was letting Wayne talk, but nobody would allow Troy to talk. And her whole thing was basically like, if you're going to let this person talk, let this person talk. Willa does have a way of when she speaks, it becomes very passionate, right? She becomes sometimes her voice starts to raise, right? And to some people, it could come across, it could make someone want, it could be a little, I'm trying to find a better word. Let me find a better word, because we're not going to say that. Because I said I was going to stop saying that word. Hold up. What's another word later? Come on now. I'm just trying to find a word. They're trying to restart the... Girl, no, I don't want to install no new shit right now. Sometimes Willa does come across a little belligerent, right? Hostile, right? So when she starts to speak, and then when she starts to use, cuss words like, I'm in this motherfucker, it's like, okay, girl, you getting a little, okay, right? We about to have, I'm not trying to piss nobody off. I'm not trying to piss nobody off. Y'all know I try to be an ally to women. Sometimes I fall short, I get it. I try to be an ally, and then when I say women, that includes trans women too, right? But I try to be an ally to, women, trans women, period. And y'all know we love Willa. But I feel like Willa tried to pull the woman card. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. Unless some shit popped out that I wasn't privy to. And yes, I get, because I've said this before, I hate the fact that Willa and any other trans woman feels the need to have to come into an environment where it's mostly, or if not all, gay men / bisexual, whatever, and you still feel the need to not come alone, right? You still feel the need to carry, to make sure that you are protected. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? You might have a little hot sauce in your bag, right? Girl, she ain't alone. So pull a stunt if you want to, and I'm gonna set this whole house on fire. I think it's sad that even with amongst your community, right, you still don't feel safe. I think that says a lot about the gay boys and how we need to get our shit together. I don't see anything that night that, based off what I saw on TV, because the truth of the matter is, from what I saw, Willa, your black ass was walking up to Ike. Okay? If anything, people were probably more concerned about you and what you would do, especially when you announced that, oh, I ain't by myself. Okay, bitch, it's time for me to get my shit and go. And I hate to say it, but Willa doesn't give me that she has the emotional intelligence to reel herself in. She gives me like she gets herself so worked up to the point where she could get really, really angry. And bitch, you see how she hit somebody's car? And then the excuse she gave, I hate to say it, the excuse she gave was some bullshit. It don't matter who came in last, bitch, it was a whole car. Like, it don't matter if the last person, girl, you hit a car. That's how angry you were. Because you couldn't even will in your emotions. To the point where it's like, okay, let me calm down. Okay, so let me make sure I don't hit this car. You was probably so pissed off, she just boom, hit the Nissan. And now you want to come up with every excuse of, oh, Troy was the last person there, I was the first. Girl, whatever she said. I don't think that people felt the need to hold Ike back. When they grabbed Ike, it was more so, oh, girl, she walking up. I'm sorry. I don't feel the need that people felt the need to hold. I don't feel that people felt the need to hold Ike back because I don't think they were too concerned about Ike attacking you. If anything, they probably felt like you were about to attack him the way that you were walking up. Girl, I'm just going out based off what I saw. Willa, you were doing a lot. It has nothing to do with you being a woman, right? It has nothing to do with people trying to come down on a trans woman. You were doing a lot. I think Willa needs to learn how to speak to people. Because when Willa speaks, she becomes very passionate. I don't want to say aggressive, right? And when you, on top of you being very passionate when you speak, when you start doing a whole bunch of cursing, it takes it to another level too. People know when you're already in the middle of a situation and then cuss words start to drop, it makes the situation go from here to here. That's all I'm saying. I think Willa said she ate Drew ass. Okay, girl. I was like, okay, girl, that's a lot. Oliver and Rico with a K, the 60 seconds. I'm not gonna lie. Oliver, he cracked me up. Do you need 60 seconds? Oliver is condescending. I mean, he is. I think Oliver, we're gonna call a thing a thing. I think Oliver thinks that he's better than everybody on that stage. Even the way that he speaks, like, it's almost like, girl, I don't have time to argue. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Okay, Ryan, okay. Right, okay, all right. Well, no, this is what happened, right. And he pretty much said it. Remember when he said in the confessional, girl, I'm smarter than all of y'all in every aspect of life combined. I put Willoughby getting their ass together. She basically explained that like when Oliver got in late, he wanted to go in and wash his ass. What Willa said made sense in this part. She did. Basically, bitch, we all want to wash our ass. We all got shit to do. But you come sashaying your ass in here like I need to take a bath. And it's like, girl, no, we got stuff we got to do. So basically, it sounds like, girl, some people got the itinerary, some people didn't. Willa was trying to follow the itinerary, right? They wasn't shooting. Some people say that. So it sounds like that part wasn't supposed to be a part of the show. But I don't know, girl. But it sounded like Willa had every right to be frustrated. Rico with a K and Aaron. This is the thing, right? I told y'all, Rico with a K, sometimes he does not come across as genuine to me. He doesn't. I've been told y'all that. I don't think that Rico is a negative person. I don't think there's any. And I know. I don't think there's anything wrong with someone wanting to be like the positive person, but I think it should be something that just comes naturally. I don't think it just comes natural from Rico. I think it always gives me he's putting on a show. So a part of me feels like I could honestly understand what Aaron was coming from. Also, with that being said, Aaron, the way that Aaron speaks about himself, like he's his childhood superstar, he speaks about himself in third person. I could see Aaron, what he's shown me on the show, that if anybody walked up to him, he would think that you were a fan. Like Aaron gives me, if he was walking through the grocery store and somebody spoke to him, you know how you do, when you walk into the grocery store and you make eye contact with somebody and it's like hello, right? You don't even know, it's just a complete stranger. You just made eye contact and you just spoke. Aaron, I could see that in his head, oh, that must be a fan. And the truth of the matter is, don't nobody even know Aaron. Rico basically says that you are the one who walked up to me in Houston saying you were a fan of mine. So it sounds like Aaron is just one of those people who thinks that anybody who walks girl. But I think also because how Rico comes off, I don't think it was anything that made Rico look like a fan. I just think that what Rico gave Aaron, if it was anything, he would have gave to anybody. Me, you, your mom, and your cousin too. You see what I'm saying? It could be a complete stranger, and Rico would give me, oh my God, I love you. I hope you do great in life. God is with you. And I think that's where like the question of him being authentic comes into play. Like, girl, what? So yeah, that was that on that. Rico said that he came up to him in Houston. Aaron, girl, I think he think everybody a fan. Pretty much. That's what I think. Oliver, we already talked about that. Oliver, the Kendra, the makeup artist. Wayne basically fucked up. That's all it come down to. It was Wayne's fault. Oliver wasn't lying. Kendra, you sitting up there talking about it's a lot to be it's a lot for this to come together. You're not the only woman on the cast, Kendra. Okay? I think Drew those pronouns are he and him. I think she said she thought so. It's you and Willa, right? I don't want to put the blame on Kendra, but the shit that Kendra was saying was dumb to me. It just sounds like excuses. Wayne is Wayne's fault in the conversation. In the conversation, it was Wayne's fault. All right, I'm gone. Girl, we moving. We moving. Oliver low-key funny. Anyways, child, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.